Who I believe to be the true birthers of choosing beggars, it's entitled parents. Our first one is from Demon Frag. I was chillin' in a Cafe Rio yesterday and I decided to go fill up my drink. So as I was standing in line to fill up my drink, this lady and her maybe 6-year-old kid were also in line, right ahead of me in fact. So the kid was about to go get his drink when his mom stopped him and told him to put ice in his drink first, because everyone gets ice in their drink. So he moved out of the way, and I went ahead to get my drink instead. I'm halfway through filling up my drink when this lady puts her hand in front of my face and directs my eyes towards her, and she's pointing at the ice machine. "Everyone puts ice in her drink," she told me as she was pointing at it, and apparently I was tired as hell because I looked her dead in the eye, and without cracking any smile or emotion whatsoever, I told her, "Oh, my bad, I'm allergic to ice." She had this shocked and confused expression. Then she and her kid just went on their merry ways. I filled up my drink and sat back down. After looking at my phone for a few minutes, I look up to see her real angry, arguing with a random worker, pointing at me. Honestly, I decided it wasn't worth it, and seeing I was finished eating, I just threw my stuff away and bounced. I woke up this morning thinking, what the hell even was that? That was actually a Karen who felt the need to control the aspect of the lives of those around her, and since you didn't bend to her whim, she felt the need to try to complain about you. This next one is by Life Appointment 210. A few months back I bought a used car. Because I pay for my own college, I pretty much used up 90% of what was in my bank account to pay for this car. It is in my name. I paid for the insurance and I pay for its gas weekly. A few weeks ago, my car got broken into and the repairs totaled $4K. I asked my parents for help and my dad said that it was my car and I had to deal with it. So I drained all the money I had saved up and used some scholarship money to pay for it. My dad has driven my car before. As much as I hate him, I have to let him use it when his car is broken down. So he has a spare key, which I've tried very hard to find and steal back, but haven't been able to. However, since my car was broken into and we went to different shops to get repair quotes, he took it without permission for repairs. Since then, he would start using it way more often. I would step out to drive my car to get groceries and my car wouldn't even be there. I confronted him about it and he would give excuses such as taking it for a car wash, taking it for a checkup, it already had its checkup, etc. But then it got really bad because for the past 2 weeks, he has taken it every single day that I do not have work. Even on days that I do work, he will take it after I come home. I fought with him. I told him how he refused to help me pay a penny for it, and yet he's using it more than me, and how frustrating it is to always have my car missing. He told me he's allowed to use it because he's my dad, and that if I need it, I just need to tell him beforehand, like how he doesn't use it when I have work and then says there's no use in fighting him because he's my dad and can do whatever he wants. Your dad sounds like a real piece of shit. If I'm just being blunt about it, I mean, he point blank tells you it's your car, you have to pay for it, then turns around, drives it like it's his car, and then tells you he can do whatever he wants. I see an entitled dad going to a nursing home one day. This next one is from Basically Bean. So this story is currently unraveling in front of my eyes, but here's what you need to know. Me, still the age of my parents' legal guarding. My sister, 9. My sister sings a lot and loves to do it, and I'm the computer guy who helps my mom when she's stuck on anything. I also make websites for people for a price. But a while back I made a YouTube channel for my sister for free because I was young and stupid. And my mom kept bugging me. She always picked my sister as her favorite. Fast forward 2 years. I'm now older and entitled mom is forcing me to upload all of my sister's singing videos and won't let me put credit to my channel or pay me. So one day, while I'm uploading one of sister's videos, I show her my website, my link, and she's like, okay, whatever, and shrugs this off. But of course, she needs to turn the conversation to my sister and told me to make a website for my sister, or she would take away my PC for a month. I responded with, if you pay me like everyone else, I will. Entitled mom gets pissed when I tell her she needs to pay and started her, what I call it, make my son feel bad so I can boss him around speech. Saying how I will never get a job because I'm stupid and autistic and never will be able to plan, so I just make the website for your sister. I start crying and she starts hitting me, so I tell her, no, I will not be caving to her abuse again. I also tell her if she won't be paying me for the YouTube channel, I'll have to delete it too. My sister made $120 in DC performing in front of people for 2 hours. Mom got all pissed and called me an autistic bitch who won't have anything in life. And that's where this story stands. I'll update if anything happens. Edit and update. Thanks for all that responded, it really helped. This will be a short update. So my mom linked her phone number to my Google account, and now I need to get it unlinked without her knowing, before she gets home. I'll update when she gets home. The fact that she's made it this far in life, treating people like this, I'm surprised she hasn't had the shit smacked out of her. This next one is by Ivy Fire. I work in childcare. There's currently a mom that's one of those. She doesn't have a job, but somehow requires multiple 24/7 nannies. Anyway, her son C is 3 and pushes, hits, etc. other children for no reason. He usually goes after the most innocent kids that aren't doing anything and tries to hurt or upset them. Entitled mom says that she's a gentle parent and doesn't believe in consequences, boundaries, timeouts, etc. Entitled mom has a baby at home. A girl about 6 months? Apparently, C has been hitting her and throwing stuff at her. The nanny told C to stop and put him in timeout, and entitled mom is upset because she doesn't believe in timeouts. I can't believe this lady. Your child will never learn boundaries if you never teach those boundaries. He's going to keep hitting and hurting other children, because as my coworker says, not every gentle parent has a gentle child. Well, that kid's on a fast path to prison if I've ever fucking seen it, because if you parent like this entitled mom and you literally don't instill right and wrong and boundaries and consequences for actions in children, they're gonna grow up out of control. Part of me feels like the only consequences C is gonna get is when he hits the wrong kid and they actually hit him and hurt him back. But then entitled mom will lose her shit over that too. And our final one is from Sweater Stripey 83. I can't actually believe this conversation just happened. The sheer entitlement and ridiculousness of it has made me laugh, but also left me speechless. I ordered a mug from Amazon as a gift to my best mate. The mug had the word cunt on it, with the C as the handle. Cute mug, would recommend. Anyway, there's a house on the street next to mine that has a very similar address to mine, and I will often get their post and they sometimes get mine. For example, my address would be something like number 6 Random Street, and theirs is number 6 Random Side Street. It's annoying as they are different, plus or minus one word, but the names of myself and that family are so wildly different, you would think the postman or any delivery driver might have gotten used to that by now. But I digress. I had the notification from Amazon to say my mug had been delivered, and in the safe place. I go to check and it isn't, so I go around to the similar address house to see if it was indeed there and get no answer. I decide that I'll try again later, or they'll bring it over, before I contact Amazon. A few days pass and they don't bring my parcel round, so I get Amazon to replace it, but then half an hour ago there was a knock on my door. I open the door to the father of the family at a similar address holding my Amazon parcel that's been opened, and he quite literally throws it at me. Before I can form words, he says,
"My 11-year-old child opened that. Don't you ever order something so disgusting again. How dare you?"
and then stormed off. I register what the hell he just said and shout after him, "Wait, what the? No one should be opening my post anyway. It's a criminal offense. How dare you have the cheek to come by to my house to berate me for opening my post?" He just waved his hand at me dismissively and carried on walking. I just stood there for a good minute trying to figure out if that actually happened. Well, it did, and now I have 2 cunt mugs. I'm so tempted to leave one on his doorstep with a note saying, "You can keep it, mate. It's definitely been made for you." I definitely would go with that. I would leave him one because if he wants to carry himself like one, why not? Let him know that he is the biggest one on the block. The fact that he even had the audacity to come and yell at you when they illegally opened your mail? Wow. Alright, that's enough entitlement for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Entitled Parents. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons, have a great day and stay safe out there.